Welcome to Success Breath, where we help you find your rhythm in wealth creation, productivity, and purpose. Every video is designed to help you think sharper, act smarter, and rise higher. Let's dive in. Why your productivity falls apart after 3 p.m. and what to do. Listen, you wake up at 5 a.m. You crush your morning routine. By 11 a.m., you've done more than most people do all week. You're a machine. And then 3 p.m. hits. Suddenly, you're staring at your screen like it's written in hieroglyphics. That proposal you were demolishing this morning, now it feels like climbing Everest. Your brain is soup. Your willpower is gone. And you're asking yourself, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. You just don't understand the game. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why your productivity falls apart after 3 p.m. And more importantly, the tactical system to make your afternoons as dominant as your mornings. Because the gap between good performers and elite performers, it's not the morning. Everyone can win in the morning. It's what you do when everyone else collapses. Let's go. The afternoon collapse is not weakness. First, let's kill the lie. You think you're lazy. You think you lack discipline. You think successful people just push through while you give up. Wrong. Your afternoon collapse is not a character flaw. It's biology meeting bad strategy. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain operates on ultradian rhythms, not just circadian, ultradian. These are 90 to 120-minute cycles where your brain moves from high focus to low focus all day long. You can fight this, or you can design around it. Most people fight it. That's why they lose. Your glucose levels are crashing, not because you didn't eat, but because of what you ate and when you ate it. That sandwich at lunch, it spiked your insulin, which then crashed your blood sugar. Now your brain is literally running on fumes. Your dopamine is depleted. Every decision you made this morning, every email, every conversation, every task, burned through your dopamine reserves. By 3 p.m., you're not operating with the same neurochemical firepower you had at 9 a.m. And here's the kicker. Your environment hasn't changed, but your brain has. You're trying to do deep work in the same space, the same way, with a completely different nervous system state. The elite don't have superhuman discipline. They have superior systems. And the system starts with one truth. You cannot manage your afternoon the way you manage your morning. The 3 p.m. productivity zones. Here's the framework. I call it the 3 p.m. productivity zones. Most people have one productivity strategy. Grind harder. That's why they fail. You need 3 distinct strategies, deployed at 3 distinct times. Zone 1, the power hours, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is your cognitive prime time. Your prefrontal cortex is fresh. Your dopamine is high. Your willpower is full. This is when you do strategic thinking, creative work, complex problem solving, anything that requires deep focus. If you're doing admin work at 10 a.m., you're committing a crime against your own potential. Zone 2, the transition window, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. This is where most people lose the game. They eat a carb-heavy lunch, sit in the same chair, and wonder why they're drowning. This zone is about tactical execution and recharging. Meetings, when you need to be present but not creative. Batch processing, emails, admin, logistics, movement. This is non-negotiable. I'll explain. Zone 3, the second wind, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. This is the misunderstood zone. You can't force deep work here the same way you did in the morning, but you can strategically reactivate for a second peak. This is when you do collaborative work, bouncing ideas with your team. Implementation work, taking what you created in the morning and executing. Physical or kinesthetic tasks, if you're hands-on in your business. The mistake is trying to force zone 1 brain work into zone 3 time. That's the fight you'll always lose. The tactical system to own your afternoons. Now, let's get practical. Here are the 6 levers you pull to dominate after 3 p.m. Lever 1, preload your afternoon in morning. Before 12 p.m., write down your 1 non-negotiable afternoon outcome, not 10 tasks. 1. What's the single thing that, if completed by 5 p.m., makes today a win? When your brain crashes at 3 p.m., you won't have bandwidth to decide what matters. So decide now. Lever 2. Engineer your lunch for performance. Your lunch is either a weapon or a sedative. Here's the rule. High protein, healthy fats, low glycemic carbs. Think grilled chicken, avocado, greens, quinoa. Not pasta, bread, fried anything. I don't care how good that jollof rice looks. If you want to win after lunch, eat like a strategist, not like it's a wedding. Lever 3, the 2:30 p.m. reset ritual. At 2:30 p.m., you take 10 minutes to reset. This is mandatory, not optional. Step outside, get sunlight, walk, hydrate, cold water, face splash if you need it. Box breathing. 4 seconds in for hold, 4 out, 4 hold. 3 rounds. This ritual signals to your nervous system. We're going again. It's a biological reboot. Lever 4, Change your environment. If you've been in the same spot since 9 a.m., your brain is bored. Neurologically, you've adapted. There's no novelty, no activation. Move. Switch rooms. Go to a cafe. Work standing. Change the stimulus. Elite performers understand. Environment is upstream of behavior. Lever 5, dopamine microdosing. Your dopamine is depleted by 3 p.m. You need small, strategic hits to reactivate motivation. 5-minute win. Knock out one quick task. Respond to an email, quick call, organize your desk. Music shift. Change your soundtrack, something with tempo. Accountability check-in. Text a colleague. What are you crushing right now? These aren't distractions. They're strategic dopamine hits to restart your engine. Lever 6. Protect the last hour. From 5 to 6 p.m., this is your closing hour. No new projects. No deep thinking. This is when you review what you accomplished. Set up tomorrow's battlefield. Write your top 3 for tomorrow. Close loops, send emails, make the calls, finish the small things. You don't leave the office or close your laptop until your mind is clear. This is how you prevent tomorrow from being a chaotic scramble. The entire system works because you're not fighting biology, you're designing around it. But here's where most people still mess this up. They implement the levers, they feel the difference, and then they abandon the system on day 3. Why? Because they're waiting to feel motivated first. Let me be brutally honest with you. Motivation is a myth in the afternoon. It's not coming. Stop waiting for it. What you need is activation energy. Think of your brain like a car engine on a cold morning. You don't wait for it to feel ready. You turn the key, you give it gas, you let it warm up. Your afternoon brain works the same way. This is why lever 5, dopamine microdosing, is so critical. That 5-minute win isn't about the task itself. It's about creating momentum. Because once you're in motion, staying in motion becomes exponentially easier. Newton wasn't just talking about physics. He was talking about your productivity. And here's the secret weapon nobody talks about. Accountability architecture. You know why you collapse at 3 p.m.? Because nobody's watching. There's no consequence. No external pressure. So engineer it. Set a 3 p.m. calendar reminder. What did you accomplish in the last hour? Send a daily 4 p.m. update to a colleague or accountability partner. Join a focus session. Create artificial stakes. The pros don't rely on willpower in the afternoon. They rely on structure. They rely on systems that make the right choice the easy choice. That's the entire game. The mindset shift. The reason most people never reach their potential. It's because they lack endurance. They can sprint. They can dominate for 4 hours. But they can't sustain. And the world rewards sustainability. The person who can be dangerous at 9 a.m. and dangerous at 4 p.m., that person is unstoppable. Your competitors are collapsing after lunch. They're scrolling. They're checked out. They're waiting for tomorrow. You're about to run a system that gives you a second peak, a second wind, a second chance to separate yourself from the pack. This is not about working more hours. This is about working with more intelligence. Most people are trying to muscle through their afternoons. You're about to engineer them. That's the difference between effort and excellence. Closing. Here's your homework. Tomorrow, implement one lever from this video. Just one. Maybe it's the 2:30 reset ritual. Maybe it's changing your lunch. Maybe it's writing down your one afternoon win before noon. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Share it with one person who's struggling with their afternoons. I'm here every week giving you the systems, the frameworks, the tactical strategies to win daily. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button now. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You just needed a better system. Now go execute. I'll see you in the next one.